voting. There are a few of the constituencies that we have challenges. Some of them have ended up in court. Some of them are before the Alternative Dispute Resolution Committee that they are working on it. So far, that's where we are. By middle of this month, we will open nomination for our regional annual delegates conference and give timelines for opening, closing, vetting, appeal, and all that. How can you have an election where there's no incident at all? You understand? So these are normal things that comes with elections. There are instances where, for instance, even in Greater Accra, some of the constituencies were supposed to have their elections day before the days they had it. Their ballot papers did not come early, so some of them have to postpone it. So if you go to that electoral or constituency, and people will be there from, let's say, 8 to 3, and they are complaining, it does not mean that the election has not been successful. Because of our inbuilt mechanism to resolve these problems, the problems will come anyway, but we are able and capable of resolving most of these problems.
The ones that I saw, people were very, very serious. In some even went to the extent of saying that we will see when it comes to a general election, they will vote against the party. How are you addressing this? I mean, I'm sure you're not getting this constituency.
See, that's the problem. Because each and every constituency has its own dynamics altogether. Because some of the constituencies, they have permanent opposition amongst themselves. So whatever decisions you take will still fall in one way or the other. So some of these noise are noise and complaints that sometimes are likely to happen. But for us who also know the genesis of some of these challenges in some of the constituencies, have a way of managing it, and we've been able to. For instance, if you take constituencies like Domeko Abenya, for instance, because their sitting member of parliament is not there, and they've been contests in that constituency forever. So obviously the constituency is polarized. If their main leader is not there, obviously their supporters will have one problem or the other complaining about, in terms of the elections at the polling station and electoral area. So some of these complaints, they come, but that's how our politics is here.
Okay. So the party is resolving them. That's the assurance you're giving the party?
Most likely. And I'm hoping that before we have our regional conference in this month, 27 to 29, before, we'll be able to resolve almost all, apart from those ones that are permanent injunction on. If there are permanent injunction on, as a law-abiding political party, we cannot go against the law, so we'll respect it. But apart from that, we are working to make sure that each and every constituency is represented at our regional and annual delegates conference.